but he's one that I see is doing these songs. You know what I'm saying? That's pertaining to everything that's going on right now.
So yeah, that's I just thought about that this morning, man. I was listening and I heard the song and they were talking about the Vietnam War, and then I kind of started thinking about like the diversity that we have on the station. I tend to hear is that mine? Yeah, I think that's mine. I tend to hear songs all the time
Yeah.
on this station, and a lot of these based off of our purpose with the station
Hmm.
to end all wars. I hear a lot of these protest songs
Yeah.
against war, and it just made me think about modern day times as far as like, will we see that push in entertainment where people are going to start speaking up against this Iranian conflict or whatever they want to call it, you
Yeah.
know?
That's why I think that I even like this artist Pink Beard even more because that's what he's actually doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the songs he's been putting out lately, and the videos,
So
and
I'm gonna have to check this guy out. You say Pink Beard
Pink
is
Beard,
the artist?
PYNK, Pink Beard. And he has some, oh man, he has some awesome music, man. And now he's taking the time right now to do songs about the current events and things like that right now.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
I
man.
got,
If
I
you're
got
just now checking in, of course, it is the Morning Brew, WHIV 1023 FM, New Orleans. Shouts out to my Brew Crew members that's starting to check in. I see Just Ford, New Orleans Shorty. I am Lady J tapped in.
hit that
Dear
Dear Flea
Dear
More.
Fleamore tapped in this morning. I want to encourage everybody out there, if you're listening right now, hit that like button, hit that share button. Let's let the rest of the Brew Crew know that we are at it up and early this morning, man. We got a dope show
Yeah.
lined up for you, man. I got my guy from EBS Culture gonna be checking in, my man Greg. He's all about community cleanup. We've had him on the show before, talking about his community events and efforts. And one of the things he's been big on is community cleanup. And he talks a lot about how keeping your community clean and keeping the environment clean offers you a better standard of living. And I have looked at some of his research, and we have talked about some of his theories. And one of the things I must say is I am in 100% agreement. So every time that he has something going on, a community event, a community cleanup, or anything like that, I like to make sure that I keep my platform wide open for this type of community work. Like, it goes back to something that we've been talking about lately on the show. Is this? I think this was a testament a couple of times on this show in the last couple of days of talking about people have to find their area
Mm.
in making sure that the village is functioning correctly, right? And
Definitely.
one of the things I love about EBS culture and my man Greg, and he, he fall in that same category with Sage and Reggie and them, when they talking about the environment. But finding his place in, you know with the environmental cleanness, I thought that was really dope and just a great thing to want to invest his time in. They say cleanliness is next to God. So if you keeping your area clean, you moving a little bit better towards a better standard of living. So I'm excited. He gonna be in the building. Also, shouts out to my man Dizzle on the keys. Dizzle on the keys is gonna be coming through with Lyrical Bell. I played her song yesterday by accident. Well, not by accident, at the wrong time. I'll say that. But she'll be in the building today. And we'll redrop that song and talk to her about her musical career and what she got going on. And I'm sure we're gonna get into some topics. You got some topics for the day,
I got
sir?
a
What you got on the talk topic?
open chit chat, man. Fun, not a fun fact, but it's a good fact to know. Almost big back activity type fact, but it's just to know. I happen to be watching something with Al Copeland, right? You know, who started
Uh huh.
Popeyes. I did not know that his first store as a young man, number one, was a Tasty Donuts, right? And also, he grew up in the St. Thomas projects.
No, I didn't know
So
that.
he grew up poor, basically poor, and so and raised by his mother. Father left, and he used the proceeds from the tasty donuts that he was doing, to start Popeyes. But because KFC opened up in that area, a KFC opened up in that area, and I'm just saying all that to say, to look at the fact of, you know, and then it was failing, and it was failing because, you know, yeah, he had chicken, and it was chicken express and stuff, chicken to go real quick or whatever. And basically, man, he went back to his mother's recipe, to the culture. And where was she living at? In the St. Thomas, around a lot of black people. So she cooked chicken the way her neighbors, like she learned from black neighbors in the St. Thomas project. So that's the mother was Cajun, his mother was Cajun, but that's the black women that were living in the project that accepted her in. Unlike if we move in the suburbs, in some places they don't really want us, but they accepted her in, her and her son, and they exchange recipes. So that recipe, right, that you love with Popeyes seasoning really was taught to her. You know what I'm saying? Where she was at in her environment, and basically saying, like, we always talk about the culture. And so he brought that seasoning to that culture. But the greatest thing for him, even going bankrupt,
I never doubted that recipe
yeah,
came from a black woman.
yeah. But you know what I'm, yeah. But what I'm saying, like, what the point, and what I'm looking at is, what the smartest thing he ever did, even if he went bankrupt on certain things, he took and owned the recipe, right? The seasoning part. And then he created a company that just for the seasoning to go to all the Popeyes, right? But when he lost one thing, he took and he still owned the recipe. So they could have took all the Popeyes from him, but they still had to pay their family, you know what I'm saying, to use that recipe. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing he kept, you know what I'm saying, in the situation. And when you look at it, that recipe, that culture, that recipe came from her living within an urban area, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was just a fun fact to me to sit back and look like, and then and one of the reasons why I'm saying all of this stuff also is not just about the food factor and whatever, whatnot. You know, when they fail, like, go into bankruptcy and whatever, whatnot, you know, come right back, go into bankruptcy for 1.3 billion and end up getting 2 billion to get back going. And it just goes back to what you were saying yesterday. And I was sitting there thinking, about us having the information and then having the intelligence, you know what I'm saying, to be able to take the information and put ourselves in a better position. And like you were saying, it goes back to the school system. Some things you talked about before that I want to give you credit for, because now I'm linking a lot what you were saying, like having sixth grade, seventh grade educations, right? But sitting down saying that our school system was always purposely not to really teach us. You get what
Yeah,
I'm
this
saying?
was by
Yeah, system. And
design.
that's what I'm saying. It's connect everything that you were saying, and I'm sitting back and saying to myself, okay, now if you really look at it, if one of us fall, our families fall, the thing that keeps us not just effort and work from getting back on, it's the education to even to get better jobs, better situations, or whatever, whatnot. So it's doubly hard for us to get up. So that systematic racism is still hurting us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at them coming from the St. Thomas Project, and again, took something of ours, but hey, they was our neighbors or whatever, whatnot. And I'm watching him go bankrupt more than once and then come back. And then when he sold Popeyes, he sold it for over $3 billion, but he would never sell the recipe. You feel what I'm saying? And I just look back and say, with black people, like, we have our culture, and we always talk about a lot of times our culture being taken, or one a few of us sell our culture or sell out our culture. So my thing is, you know, it was just a fun fact to understand his come up, you know what I'm saying, and how he came up, and then having the education and know the know it well to know, like, I'm not giving away the seasoning part. You could take the chicken, you can fry what you want fried,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
I
not.
can't give you the
And,
sauce.
and then created a company called Diversified Seasonings that just to so when they bought Popeyes, right? the actual Popeyes, you still had to pay his company diversified seasoning to get the actual seasoning for the chicken. So you wouldn't have been successful. So you still had to deal with him. So he double paid, even when he passed on and died.
That's probably why some of the Popeyes don't taste the same.
Don't taste the same.
Some of them
Yeah.
probably said,
Uh,
we ain't messing with that
oh
recipe.
yeah, we
We're gonna use a different recipe." Some of them franchises probably opted out.
and it was different companies that he had shares of situations in. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't touch diversified. So regardless if you bought all 1,900 Popeyes across the United States, Japan, Asia, guess what? Guess what? You still had to pay his family.
That's one of
Yeah,
New Orleans' celebrated forefathers, huh? Al
yeah.
Copeland.
It's crazy that and he was number three behind. And then he bought churches. I never knew he bought churches. But you know what I'm saying? But he never put that season in the churches. It was like he bought churches, but they were always behind churches in KFC. And that's why he bought churches once he came up, and that's why he jumped, what you call it, jumped KFC. So it's a fun fact to sit back and think and relates to what you were talking about, and then he was somebody that didn't graduate, you know what I'm saying? And we went to the ninth grade and that's it, right? So I'm like, how did he get to the situation of learning everything he learned? You know what I'm
Because,
saying? His education.
well, I mean, it's like the village is different.
Yeah, yeah.
He could survive because all he had to do is get to a certain particular place, and then somebody was going to usher him into
Hmm.
the next level.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the things that we lose in our culture is
And we don't share knowledge like we should.
we don't do a good job with ushering
Yeah.
the next
Hmm.
generation to the next level, right?
And,
Like that's just something that we just haven't mastered totally.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
As far as our culture, some people get it right.
and,
In spaces,
yeah.
some people are getting it right. It's working
Hmm.
better, but at the same time, we still kind of working on how do we transfer information from generation to generation.
And,
That is something that we in modern day
mhm.
society we haven't quite figured out. We can transfer recipes and some of those more simpler things, but when it started getting more technical as far as financial literacy and things of that nature, I don't know. It just haven't transferred a lot. You have these little sprinkles of
Mhm.
high success, but it's very difficult to see it in mass production as far as our culture. But I think one of the reasons for that is another byproduct of systematic racism.
Yeah.
When you in a higher position as an African American, I think you are rewarded for not sharing information and disciplined for sharing information.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
because most of the
No,
time
I
when
get you.
no, because most of the time when you're in that high position, it's not because you're never 100% independent, if that makes sense,
Mhm.
right? And so if you never 100% independent, and you always have to deal with somebody else for some resource or some distribution in some kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? I think a lot of times with that, you is like I said, start going around and giving everybody the sauce
And
and see won't you
okay.
and see won't opposing forces make things difficult for you.
Well,
Like right now,
okay.
if I just was to start giving everybody the sauce, and even now you could just see it in every day. Like you start giving out a whole bunch of good information and trying to help people, all of a sudden things start to get way more difficult for you.
Yeah, I mean, and everything you said just now, man, just really hits on a different level. And one of the points that I wanted to make also, when I said information is there for you, right? It depends on how you decipher it, right? And like I told you before I go to sleep, I'm always watching 3 YouTube, somehow know how to or different videos or stuff I want to learn to apply to business. And that's the thing that I was saying yesterday, that we can look up and find everything sometime on our society, not beating our society up, our community, find the things that's wrong. and people that's doing negative on the podcast is sit there and watch their reels for hours. And it'd be negative stuff about, a few of these podcasts that are real negative. Now think about this. Now, what if you are trying to get to a better level and you, as they say, I want the bag, right? Now, what if you decide to not watch three of those long 5 minute reels that's something that's negative, right? And you do just what I did before I go to sleep and watch three financial situations. Because what I took from that is, yes, I have my companies, you know what I'm saying? But the most important thing that's driving my companies, I gotta separate that and make sure I trade that and never let that go. Now, if I sell, like we're in the process of one of our agencies, right? Certain type of agency, right? Now we're not gonna definitely. I'm never gonna sell Vibe World Collective because that is the brainchild. Like he didn't do the diversified, because that was okay. I could go start with this season somewhere else, and then I could sell my seasoning to anybody I want to. You know what I'm saying? And I think by me saying that, well, I come out of that and say, okay, now I can figure out and do something better. And that's what I was saying yesterday with us, where a lot of information is just there. It's just about listening. And now, like you said, now it comes with education to comprehend it. You know what I'm
Mindset,
saying? Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah. So now you're right.
mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I like our kids nowadays, right? They hella smart, right? They have access to so many resources. They just a lot of times we haven't invested in mindset. And so sometimes, yes, the YouTube videos being there, the information being there, it's great to be there. But if I don't have the mindset to want to learn, I could put you in the best school in the world.
But that's
But
but that's the point.
if you don't have that mindset,
But that's the point. The effort. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah, you
mean,
gotta have the
okay,
mindset.
I'll show you a point. You're right. As a young man, he has taught eighth graders how to trade on the stock market with AI, and these kids are making money. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, to my mindset, yes, that's why I've always said, and I get, I've told once, I said something once, I said, man, I'll never give up on our young kids. No matter what, if it's a bad apple here and there, I will never give up on them. They're like, well, sir, you're gonna be wasting your time. See, that's the problem. And that came from another black person. That's the problem. If I'm telling you I'm not giving up on your kids, that's out there, you know what I'm saying? And you're telling me I'm gonna be wasting my time. You get what I'm saying? Okay, your kid might be good, but there's kids out there that need someone to say like you coach and you don't give up. You keep going, even if it's free 99. You still showing up for them, and that's the problem. We too much competition over collaboration because even if we want to teach, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got people out there see it all the time. Like, okay, they done made it, they done got here, and they trying to tell people how to make it. But if we don't give the secret out or whatever, not secret, if we don't give that info out, you know what they say about you. You know what I'm saying? Then it's you don't
But
want nobody else to come up. So it's
it's
a fight, man. Yeah,
very difficult to try to explain generational negativity.
yeah. It's
Like
at an all time high right now.
yeah, like negativity. Like it's just a lot of stuff is just perspective. Like what perspective you gonna take on something. Like every situation. That's why we could go back and forth on the radio very easily, right? Because every situation has pros and cons. And what pros and cons you see is going to be based off of your perspective at that particular moment. And people who generally have a positive perspective, most of the time they see things in a positive with a positive outlook, right?
Hmm.
And then people with a negative perspective, a lot of times they're gonna see things in a negative outlook. And I think what helps you develop your perspective is the things and experiences that you have throughout life, right? And so some people, if they had, I have a very positive perspective on life, but if I go back and I look at my childhood and I look at my experiences, you hear me talk about my childhood all the time, and it's not it's not the same or the norm as some of the other people when I hear them talk about their childhood. I always tell people like, oh, a lot of times in our community, we married to the struggle. I'm not married to the struggle. One of the reasons that I can't be married to the struggle because it just wasn't a perspective in my household growing up. Like my mama and my daddy wasn't always talking about how bad stuff was. Now, if you grow up around somebody who their mom and dad was like they seen a lot of struggle, they start normalizing stuff like that. That affects the decisions that they gonna make growing up. If you grew up in a household where you seen a lot of fussing and fighting, that's you start normalizing stuff like that. Oh, that's how it is. But to somebody else, that's foreign to them. They like, yo, we ain't really had that. I didn't grow up seeing that. Sometimes I know that I'm different because sometimes I've seen people have a conversation. They be like, man, we came up, man, we didn't have this and we didn't have that, and I'm like, I feel you, but at some parts of me that's like, yo, I didn't grow up like that. So my perspective is
But does that
it's
make you?
gonna naturally be different.
But does that make you look at individuals who did grow up in a serious, serious struggle in a broken home? Because you had both in the home. Does that make you look at them more or less like, not sympathetic, you know what I'm saying, to them, and give them grace for not understanding some things, or how they go about themselves? Does it make you, look at it like, look, I just came, I don't, it's not, so I can't hear you. Oh, you make when they come trying to go to, you can't hear the excuse because it's an excuse to you because it's like, hey, I
Nah,
didn't grow up
I
there.
think it's the opposite.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
know,
why I'm just asking.
I think it's the opposite because I think in my situation I seen both. I think the ability to see both is is what for me. I'm saying me personally, my compassion for the community comes from the ability to see both. I think my going back to my childhood, I think I seen just enough of the struggle and just enough of the other side, if that makes sense. I think I had a good mixture, and to be able to have a good mixture, it also makes me have a good mixture in my perspective of things. It made me not take the things that I had for granted because I know that there's other people out there that that's not the norm. That's why in a lot of discussions, I feel the empathy for people who were grew up in some rough situations or was thrown some dealt some cards that wasn't the best hand. That's why I can understand that. I I
Mhm.
might not 100% relate exactly to how you feel,
Yeah.
but I can understand if that makes sense.
But
I can understand and know that like, oh, I don't take for granted that I may have grew up in a little bit of a privileged environment. You feel what I'm saying? Because I also seen the struggle, if that makes sense. I seen it. I know what it looked like. Even if it wasn't in my household, it was one house down. You feel what I'm saying?
mhm.
It was my best friend. It was my cousin. It was my grandma. I wasn't that far away from it to the point where I don't know that it's not there.
Okay. And and it's crazy you say that. Like you always, you always see mess with me about being soft when, especially coming to females, and my perspective on a lot. And that's really the reason, because I was raised by a single mother, and my family consisted of a lot of females that, whether husbands were dead, in jail, or gone. So for me, I'm very lenient towards a perspective of females. So I might not be the guy that I put my foot down and this and that and that and that and that, and be bad. You don't say that. You don't say that part about me. You just tell me a softy when it comes, especially with ladies and females and stuff like that. But I think you way you explain that, I like that, because that's really the reason why I'm very partial towards females, not the sexual aspect and and things like that or whatever. I'm very partial to them because I guess a single mother is I will stop if I see and I could tell you can almost tell a single mother when you see her struggling with the kids and whatever and how the kids acting because you can see the difference of like for instance, okay, if your wife is with your son because the way I saw how you raised dating, right? She could probably turn around and tell him cut it out if he doing something because he knows his dad teaches him about the respect aspect or whatever and having him there or whatever. And so I could tell sometimes single women that there's not a man in the home or whatever. So for me, I immediately become impassionate towards her, you know what I'm saying, and sympathetic towards her and always want to help. That's why one of my first things was the single mother thing that I did, that I took a lot of, money from my own and partnered with Wild Wayne to help single mothers. And I think that's why I'm so partial to black women, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, whatnot. So I'm glad you broke that down the way you've been breaking it down because I know what you mean and I understand. But it's crazy that they would have people looking at you like you, well, you came from this. You said it. Okay, a privilege, almost sort of privileged situation. You saw it, but you didn't live it. And I never understood. Hold
even
on.
with saying
No,
that
hold
by
on, hold on,
far,
hold on. Let me
but
finish this
that's the
point.
point. By far, I wasn't rich.
No,
You know what
no.
I'm
But let me
saying?
finish this. No, I'm on your side because there are people that I get it because of what I did in rap, and they're like, "Well, you don't understand the struggle, man. Trying to make it. You was with P. Well, I was with P when it was P is 6'5", C is 6'6", Silk is 6'7", and I'm the shortest at 6'2" and a half, right? It was four of us in a small Grand Pontiac rental going around trying to get the music played, trying to get things done. So how you gonna tell me that I don't understand the struggle? Because if you know all this, how they all like, man, they ain't feeling me because I'm the realest.
Well,
So
they don't know that part.
yeah, but but the crazy part is, if you tell me you know me, and you listen to my music, you hear it. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I think sometimes people hear what they want to see, what they want to see. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
agree with
Like
that
like
too.
okay, you on the radio station, right? And if I'm like, yeah, you on the radio, man, with Don, okay, with Don P, and it's like, man, he been doing radio stuff for a long time, sir. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, like, man, that's a big. I said, do y'all really understand? I said, dog, how long you been and what you been through? I said, y'all haven't even seen half the struggle. Me and you was talking about it yesterday about coming up your things in Atlanta and whatever, whatnot. And I just think that we all have we have this judgment of each other. You know what I'm saying? Of you ain't real if you wasn't shot at. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't you things was rough for you or whatever, whatnot. And if you had a decent, well, a comfortable, not wholly comfortable, because it's never been comfortable for black people. Even black people with money back in the days, it never was comfortable for them. They
Right.
might be able to afford something, but it still was hard for them. You know what I'm saying? In so many ways.
You know what I had to learn?
What?
I had to learn this one time because I think because of my personality and because I did go through, I went through a lot of stuff, bro. Like to make it, to be who I am today, just because my struggle wasn't your struggle, it don't mean that my struggle wasn't real,
But
right?
why do our people do that?
And but I had to learn that. I had to learn that even I look at some people and I say, I used to look at people sometime and be like, just how people would look at me,
Hmm.
how people have looked at me when from just from New Orleans in general. Like
Yeah.
if I tell people my experience growing up, some people from New Orleans, I tell them my experience growing up, and they look at me like, "Oh, you ain't never been through nothing," or you feel what I'm saying? Like I felt like that about other people too, or sometimes people will tell you their problem, and you'll be looking at them like, "Bro, you looking at them like, bro, that's what you crying about? You that that that's what you crying about?" And so I had that attitude too. And I had to learn. I don't even know how I learned this. I probably credit my wife for this. You feel what I'm saying? But I had to learn that like even though it's their struggle is real to them.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in my mind, I'm looking like you tripping. That you crying about that. But in their mind, their perspective, their hurt, their pain, what they are going through, what they are feeling in that moment,
Hmm.
it is very real to them.
Yeah.
And when you communicate with people and you trying to work with them through some of these things, the only way that you're going to really be able to compromise and make the best decision is a part of you got to accept the fact of the matter that whether it's real to you or not,
It's real to that individual.
it's real to that individual.
That's like within our community, the thing of like going to jail, right? And and I tell anybody, I don't care if it's one day too long in that place.
One
You
hour.
you feel what I'm saying? And it seemed like we in our community, it's almost like, well, man, he did 10 years. And you know what I tell people when they try to compare and try to look at that individual of, what I'm saying? I said, go back and go sit down with that person really by yourself in a room, and you sit down and really ask him about them 10 years. I said, and I promise you, he gonna break down, not break down crying. He gonna break down and tell you, man, I ain't nowhere I ever want to go back to. That's nowhere. That's not something I ever want to do. I would have did it bit different. But I feel like too many of us that have been through those things don't say this in front of these kids and don't let these kids know, like, man, that's not no honor. That's not no badge of honor. Doing a bunch of years in jail. And that's not that you're supposed to look at, say, Don walking down the street. And Don is not no punk, right? And we know that. We just reality. Now you ain't scary about no, but then you got the dude that did 10 years, right? And it's almost like, man, you know, Don don't understand. He did 10 years. We seem to focus in on the negative as this great, the deep negative. See, it's negative and there's some deep dark negative that we focus on the fact that I'm not gonna show the respect off top that I should show for Don, who has a career, who's doing what he's doing. But Don not real. But little peanut here, that the big top here done did 10 years. So you gonna listen to him, or you gonna have more respect for him than you have from a black man that could teach you more about life and making it in life.
They
And I think that's where
they
our young
confused
kids,
this with
yeah.
slang.
And I
You
think it,
know, you think about this. Remember when we started saying, uh, I'm bad?
yeah,
Remember when bad started meaning good?
yeah, yeah.
I think we confused ourselves with slang.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Even when it
We
comes to
we started we started saying I'm bad, and bad meant I'm good, right?
yeah, yeah. I'm good at what I do. I'm bad at it. I'm
Right,
so
right,
bad. I'm
right.
so I'm so good. I'm bad.
So now when
Yeah,
we be saying I'm real, we
yeah,
really represent fake activity.
yeah.
So every time when somebody say I'm a real one, I start getting nervous.
No.
Be- be- because the things that we consider a real one
Hmm.
is probably about the most fakest activity that
No,
you could ever
e-
be a part of.
even within the female and male thing, where
When
where
she
where.
say I'm a bad,
No, no, yeah, yeah, but no, but even you're
she
right, you're right. But I was going
she
somewhere else.
really is,
No,
bro.
I was going somewhere else, and it was funny. Rob Kazi and Corey K, right? They were doing it's a skit, and it's funny you saying that. And they would talk about how she want the alpha male, right? And Rob Kazi was talking to a nice, hey man, how you doing? I really like, glad to meet you. And then Corey K walk up and just say, hey girl, what's happening with you? And he was like, hey man, I'm talking to her. And he just turned around and he went off on him like, man, I'm you. And then she looked back at Rob Kazi, and then Rob just like, man, I don't want a problem. He walked off, and she just fell in love with Corey K. And it was like, and I sit down and thought about that, and I said, it's so many with it. And I don't speak for my culture, black women that's like, I like the thug, I like the tough guy, right? But you be on baby number 3 with 3 different dudes. It haven't worked for you yet. But the little nice guy with the 9 to 5 that work at UPS, because he not walking around there rah, and he not walking around here the tough guy, and it's like, and I just sit back and I'm like, that bad is not good. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, and then we sit around, and
It
then later,
never is,
and,
bro.
and then later on, our females will say,
They
"I choose the wrong one. See, I can't find the right guy."
they tricked us.
Because you still, because somebody told you that's an alpha male, and he a tough guy, and you gonna be protected. Well, what about provided for and loved and respected? You know what I'm saying?
They
So
they
yeah,
tricked us into
uh,
celebrating the wrong
yeah.
things.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you,
hmm
think about this. I would love to be a professor in college
and
and
teach one of them
what
classes.
well, I would like to be a professor in class in college and get kids to talk about theory. I like to talk about theory and sociology and get them in the classroom and bring up stuff like
Hmm
this so that they can do the data on it
hmm
to see if the data matches the theory. Because, like, in my opinion, my theory is we tricked ourselves into thinking that things that are bad for us is good for us. And I think it started with some of the slang that we put out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Just think about some of the slang
Oh,
things right now that
of
are,
course,
I'm a bad bee.
yeah. And I
Bro,
and I tell women quickly, no, you're not. No, you're not.
so no, when she
No.
say that, I agree with her in the right sense. You are bad. Bad. You are bad for somebody. You are bad for
Oh, that's
somebody.
like dudes say they like the woman with the sassy mouth and all that other stuff. Man, no. And then you wonder why you don't have peace. Wonder why you don't have peace. Because your masculinity get challenged every other day. You feel
They
what I'm saying?
oh, S. Muhammad got a good one. Talking about you remember the old saying, nice guys finish last?
Mm-hmm.
How many brothers got messed up off of the nice guys finish last saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
A bunch of brothers. A
Uh,
bunch of them. A
one of the
bunch of
one of
them.
the biggest songs I was on, I said those that start off last end up first, right? And that mindset for me, you know what I'm saying? My mindset was motivation for me. Like if you think I'm underdog, I'll finish. But it did. Those sayings, like you said, it messed up a lot of people. And even a lot of guys, a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, that was like, man, I'll never win. Now your confidence is gone because I'm a nice guy. I'll never get that good wife or that trophy wife, all this other stuff. So you was afraid to even say if she walked by,
You
she
know,
ain't gonna want me.
you don't talk
Yeah,
yourself out
yeah,
the game before
yeah,
you
yeah,
even got in the
yeah.
game.
And the thing about it was the killer part about it is, when people said the nice guy finished last, right? Which is crazy because that statement, yeah, makes some people feel like, and even if one thing go wrong, it just rained on them and they just got the haircut. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, look how life do me, man.
But
Yeah,
but that's why they talk about the power of words so
yeah,
much.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I really like. I think that's something that we should be focusing on in our culture too. Is really just like
Like the YN thing, and what I put up that post. I'm not calling these young men YNs. I call them young man, young men,
the and
young
the
kings.
and soon as the YN thing became more popular, it seemed like you seen more of the young kids acting more like YNs.
Because yeah, it's brainwashing. And when I put that post up, you had people, and it hurt me to the core to see black people say, "Well, sir, that's what they are now." You know what I'm saying? That's what they are. They're not young king. How you gonna call them young kings? They're not kings. I said, but if you inbred it in their mind to understand that they are kings, they are queens. They're not ignorant terms. You know what I'm saying? And they just again saying, man, look at them how they acting. I said, see what I'm saying?
Self-fulfilling
Yeah,
prophecy.
yeah. So it's
It's
like,
a thing. Self-fulfilling
mhm,
prophecy is a real thing.
yeah,
Like you tell yourself, you tell yourself long enough, you're gonna start believing it. Self-fulfilling prophecy
yeah,
is a real thing.
exactly,
If you
yeah.
wake up every morning and you say, uh, all men ain't nothing. Every man
A
you
lot of
meet,
them pray like that. Yeah,
every man you meet ain't gonna be nothing.
yeah. It's sad,
Even
man.
if they something, you gonna find a way in your head to make them nothing, because we trick ourselves all the time into believing stuff. The only thing that we need to really be working on is tricking ourselves into believing the good things.
Yeah,
What some of the most successful people in the world, they delusional.
but you know where it comes
All
from,
of
though.
I got a lot of
It's
super successful friends. You know, all of them had one similar characteristic. They believe they own BS.
I also, and that's real too. That's some real stuff you just said. Just this,
All of them
even
believe they
I know,
own BS.
and you can attest to this. See, when people watch, well, we already know, right? Because we know it's a code within this entertainment thing that a lot of us don't talk about. You know this. We have our conversations, and a lot of people that are not in this industry that don't know these people. Am I lying when I say this? Like when guys would think I could never get this female or that female, say I'm just use Beyonce. I could never, you know what I'm saying? And right or wrong, we know that a lot of them have low self-esteem. They are not as what you really, I'm not saying just the females. I'm talking about even guys in that you and I see the difference of fans seeing them and saying, "Oh man, that's Brian McKnight," right? And
Well,
whatever we're not. And we know, oh no, that's Keith Sweat. But we know Keith Sweat, all you gotta do put some dice out, you know what I'm saying, with him, and he'll sit there and crumble if it ain't going right for him. We know these things, right? But perception on TV and reality to other people, man, that's Keith Sweat. He sing. Now you're gonna sit down and say he's soft, he sing love song. That was one of the biggest gangsters in Jersey. It's a lot the perception. You get what I'm saying? That we know about a lot of people, and a lot of people in the industry. Am I wrong? They have self-esteem issues. They have self-esteem. If they gain 2 pounds that you and I can't see, they go and hiding for 10 years. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
that's also a part of believing the hype about yourself.
Yeah.
That's also a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? You start believing the
But that
hype.
but that industry, because you got some clown that ain't never did what you did. Your public relations person done told you gained 2 pounds. But you saw it on the scale, but you don't see it on their body. Now, like you say, they believe the hype. Well, my song didn't go off right because I gained 2 pounds.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the homie man Mike, next level management.
What up? What up, Big Mike?
Tapping in there, Big Mike
Big
in
Mike
here.
got an alligator in his backyard. Did you get the alligator yet, bro? I was watching the video. He said, "See, I told you I got an alligator," and he showed it. And Mike said, "I'm gonna shoot him." He looked dead, and I said, "He just letting me, but wildlife gonna get Mike." He was like, "I'm gonna shoot him."
Because you can't just shoot them. You got to get the people to come out there and get it.
Shoot him.
Do they charge you for
Get
that?
you some boots. I probably so.
I wonder if they. I wonder if
Everything
they.
is a
I
charge.
wonder if they charge you when they. Because you gotta know for an alligator, like some of these things on endangered
No,
species.
no, they do.
Listen,
They do.
some of this stuff you will go to you will
No, they do. I saw a company doing that to people in Florida, where they was putting the iguanas, even though they have a lot of them, they were putting them on their property, right? And the ladies, people were scared of them, so much of them, and they was putting them on there so they could call them to come get rid of them and get paid. So yeah, every service got to pay.
no the no if you call a private service, yeah. But I'm talking about if you call like animal control or fish and wildlife and all.
I don't think so. I don't think
No,
so.
because I remember one time I was driving back from doing a radio show in Homer, and I had stopped at the gas station, and this young lady, she had hit an eagle, like an eagle
Oh yeah, that's
had
endangered. Yeah, yeah.
flew into her car, and she was about to move it, and the state trooper came, and he was like, "Everybody get back!" Blocked off the highway and was like, "I'm glad you didn't touch that, because realistically, I could have arrested you." He was like, "You gotta call who," he said, "You gotta call Fish and Wildlife." I think that's who they had to call, but they had to call the agency to come. It's a law. Like if it's certain animals, you gotta call the agency. You
Let
can't remove it
let an eagle fly in my car.
yourself.
I'm telling you right now.
I would have been
We we
still.
we going to war.
I would have been still going down the highway.
We go. Yeah.
I might not would
Look,
have even
look,
stopped.
look. And keep rolling.
What was that?
Oh man, I got to get a new tire. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, bro. Let me tell you something. I done when
Funny,
I be going, used to go down Saint Bernard, coming from Lakeview. Them squirrels used to be coming through there. And let me tell you something. It be early in the morning,
bro.
and
I'm not.
he playing. I boop boop. You hear boop boop, and I keep rolling. I see, look back, he flipping.
I have seen way too many
I'm sorry.
alligators on Highway 90
Boop boop
for me to be stopping
boop boop.
and going out there and seeing what's wrong.
What you want? Insurance? You want me? You want my insurance premium to go high, or I'm gonna hit go boop boop?
Hell
I hit
no.
it all on armadillos. And let me tell you, I said I even tell cats. I see a cat, don't you do it? Don't you do it, Fluffy? Don't do
Yeah,
it. Don't do it, Fluffy.
for
I
real.
count points. You hit a cat, that's 50 points. You know what I'm saying on the lifespan of it. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Yeah.
laughing so hard when he was telling the people that because I was
Don't go
like,
nowhere. I'd have been gone. They'd have been looking
well,
for
no,
Don. They would have been looking for
no.
Don.
When they were saying if you touch it, you get arrested. I said, well, you wouldn't even have to worry about me because I probably ain't
I
even
I would have
stopping.
fled the scene.
Yes, hit and run.
It's a cold case. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that I don't never want to hit anything, but I would say it. I'd be seeing them little squirrels. I say, don't do it. Don't do it. Gonna be squirrel stew tonight. Bop, 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 bop. There it is. I ain't got and the letter eagle would have hit me.
WHFB
I
1023
look.
FM.
I'd have got political. Well, since you're the civilization of you civilized. You the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at America right now anyway. You shouldn't have came near my car. Up. Got you.
It's the morning brew. Of course, you got Don and Sherv. Big old winning Wednesday. Shouts out to my brew crew tapping in. Hit that like button, hit that share button.
I didn't even
I'll
know it was
take this
Wednesday.
quick opportunity because you kept saying yesterday was Wednesday. So you probably thought it was Thursday today. Let me
True.
shout out to my brew crew, man. I got Harris Robinson in the chat, man. S. Muhammad is in the chat. I seen the wifey tap in for a few minutes. Who else we got? Next level management tapped in for a minute. Trusting the process is here. If you are in the building, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that share button. We got to get the rest of the gang to join the party. And then also shouts out to my people over there on the YouTube and the Facebook. That boy Jeezy at 337. I see him tapped in this
The
morning.
Boudin ain't real.
I don't know who else is tapped in. Maybe Miss JV5 might be over there on the
She
YouTube.
she hiding from she hiding from
I only
she and Mega what is
I
called
only seen I only seen one
what is called
I only seen one comment from the YouTube. Now that I'm
yeah,
I'm watching all of the comments.
yeah, she and Mega protection services right now.
So yeah, man. Just for it said, trusting the process, you back. What trusting the process was. And Monster really did get arrested.
Yeah, he home now.
Yeah, he back home
Wait,
now.
this how cold he is. He put a picture up and whoever I guess the individual, the situation, the restraining thing on there. He put up there. The person had a green dress on, and he said something. I won't do. He said, "And see, I'm back. I told you I was coming home." Monster was really in the cuffs. What I mean, I was looking at him and
Cause
tried to.
if you got a certain kind of when you go on when you go on those cruises, if you got any kind of felony warrants,
When you get back, click clack.
yeah, or a bench warrant or a felony
He
warrant.
got a new song. When I got back, click clack. Hut, hut.
Yeah, if you got like a bench warrant or a felony warrant, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Anything a bit bigger than a ticket, when you come back, they flag you. And
Well,
so whenever you come back,
all I know is I hope he wasn't hutting when he was back there. That's all I'm hoping. That's all I'm worried about.
oh man, he ain't do nothing but go
It
and
don't
answer
take.
that in court.
Let me tell you something. It don't take long. You can go back there for 2 hours and get caught up.
Sure, he good now. He probably had to go back to
Monster fighter though. I saw him put them hands on Pete Talmo in the ring. So monster fighter. He all right. He was all right.
wifey said any kind of warrant.
Hut.
I think it's only like tickets. I mean, I think it's like you got felonies or a bench warrant.
Hut. So he home now. He let it be known. You know, he remind me when I saw the post. He remind me of that dude that got to let everybody know I'm home. Like everybody was looking for. Well, people was looking for monsters. You know what I'm saying? They did, and then they had his record up there. What it was for something. restraining something. I don't know. Maybe a restraining order was on him and he violated or something. I don't know.
It was a
Yeah,
it was an
yeah,
old incident from last year
yeah,
at JP.
yeah.
That's what they saying. They saying it's good. Yeah, you know what? If you
He
have a
got to
stay,
drop a song. Now he went to jail.
yeah, because that's a felony. If you have a stay away order and you violate that stay away order, that is a felony.
Uh,
Nah, it
yeah.
was something like that. Yeah, but he's straight. He's straight. He's straight. All right, man. Let's get into some topics, man. Shouts out to the homie Dizzle on the keys. Gonna tap in. Is that Sage? Who that is? That's my dog, Sage. Yeah. I told you I had my guys coming in. Was gonna tell me about this cleanup event that's going on. I was looking for Greg. I was waiting on Greg. Greg should be coming in a minute. So Sage is here. We'll wait
Very,
on. Want to
very
wait on
important
Greg?
man.
Want to wait on Greg for a minute? We'll wait on Greg for a minute,
Very
and
important
then I
man.
get Sage on here, and we're gonna talk about cleaning up the environment. So in the meantime, in between time, we'll take this quick minute to go ahead and get ready to reset and jump into some topics. You want me to play a song first?
Yeah, you could do that. You could do
Yeah,
that.
let me play one song real quickly, and while I'm in the process, I want to tell you if you on YouTube, if you on Facebook, if you on Instagram, on any one of those streaming platforms, this is what I need you to do. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to hit the share button, and share this with about 10 people.
And if
Share this with about 10 people, and whenever you finish, type done in the comments, not Don P, Done. Type that in the comments, and I'm gonna send you the free
Don or
ebook.
Don or
You
Don.
know what? Either one of them will get you the free ebook.
But if your gumbo got wieners in it or hot dogs in it or corn, don't share us.
No, I really want to hook y'all up with a free ebook, man, from my man Harris Robinson.
I haven't got it
Harris
yet.
Robinson Mortgages. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send
No,
it
no,
to you right
I
now.
want him to send it.
I could have
I'm a
swore
big deal, and he gonna
I could have
respect my
swore the
gangster.
man sent you.
He never sent me nothing.
Harris, send them the link, man. Send that man the link. This man
He
been asking
and
for an ebook
he
for the.
already in trouble with me.
He been asking for an ebook.
We got one more incident, a bad connection with some people. I'm putting paws on him, putting hands on him.
He said,
One more. I'm telling you.
I'm just not
I
anybody.
told you. I told you. May is coming. The month of May.
Hey, he said, you said it was a bad connection.
A bad connection or anything or anybody. I'm telling you. And I've been back in the gym. I've been back in the gym doing some sparring lately. I'm telling you, bad one, but bad. And I love him to death. He the right one to go get your home. Now I'm telling you, you want to get your first home. He will get you your first home. He is great. But for him to be able to facilitate that, he gonna need his hands. You know what I'm saying? And so he gonna need his eyes. So he got one more time. And then I don't have this ebook.
Man, hook my man up with the ebook, man. Hook my
Yeah,
man up with the
now you tell
ebook.
he go get a real. Now y'all heard. You see what he said? Sir, get a real book. Now if I don't have that book by Monday morning, I'm giving you 72 hours. No, that's more than 72. If I don't have that book by Monday morning, y'all gonna be looking for Harris Robinson.
So they're gonna be looking for you, Harry.
Man,
That
I'm
man
fighting both
said.
of his names, his last names, Harris Robinson.
That man said if he don't have his
There he
book.
is.
All right, man, I'm about to drop a new one right quick, man, and then we're going to come back with some topics. This one come from LGJJ Productions. It's called Bop It. WHIV 1023 FM, New Orleans. Of course, it is the Morning Brewe. Yours truly, Don P. Getting it in, doing it how I do it, Monday through Fridays. You can catch me right here live from the WHIV studios. We got another busy day in the WHIV studios. And I must admit, man, I am excited, man. The YouTube numbers have gone up today, man. They bumping up a little bit more. All right now. All right
You're a
now.
big deal, Don.
No, man, I'm excited
No,
about
you're
this.
gonna accept that.
I'm excited about this YouTube thing. I was waiting a minute before we actually kicked off the live stream on the YouTube. I talked about it forever. And now that we have the YouTube live stream, so many people always ask me, man, when you gonna get on the YouTube? And I said, I didn't want to, because all of my Facebook people got mad at me when I switched to Instagram. And so I was nervous about switching
Tell
from
them face it.
Instagram to YouTube, but now I'm on streaming on all of them. So you could catch the show on all of those platforms, whichever one of those platforms
Yes, you are,
that
brother.
that work best for you.
Yes,
I wanted to make sure that I accommodate you. I aim to please.
yes, you're streaming on all of them.
Yes.
You're a big deal.
So shouts out to everybody. Hit me up. Let me know what platform you streaming from. Type it in the comments. I'll do my best to throw some of those comments up on the screen. In the meantime, in between time, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We still yeah, you can mute that, turn that down. It's cool. We still gonna do topics today. We got topics, but because Sage got another previous engagement, I want to make sure that we get an opportunity to talk to Sage Michaels and the event that they got coming up. It's a cleanup event. I was just bragging on these brothers and talking about the fact of the matter that one thing that we got to learn about the village is a part of the village is making sure that everybody find a particular space. And one of the things I love about these guys is they have found their space. They have found the particular space that fits their purpose and they utilize it and they focus on that space. They don't they don't get too much outside of that space. I think sometimes we be multi-talented and I think I might be a victim of this where I end up in too many spaces. And sometimes I might should focus on my space. But these guys do. Yes, that's your mic. All right, so without further ado, man, I want to introduce my guy in the building, man. Sage is here. What's up, Sage, man?
Peace, Don. It's always a pleasure to see you, my brothers.
Every
Yeah,
time, every time.
roll through, man. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Always.
Great spirit every time I see you, man.
I was about to say the same thing.
And
You
great-
took the
great
words
too, my brother.
took the words right out of my mouth, man. I was about to say the same thing every time I see you. Man, such a great spirit, such great energy. And I just added him to the screen for all of the people that say I can hear him, but I can't see him. You can see him now. You can see him now. He
Sage on the Don P scene.
yeah. Welcome. First off, I'll just start off and give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to some of those people that may not know who you are and a little bit about your cause and what you do. We'll start off there.
Well, Don, I'm just a son of New Orleans. I'm a man's man. I'm a black man in New Orleans. I'm 52 years old. Now, I grew up in the Lafitte projects. You know, I went to public school. And all I want to do is make things happen.
Word. And now, one of the things that you kind of came on the scene and a lot of people started paying attention to your work was your involvement with Lincoln Beach. I know you got some other events that you're here to talk about, but before we talk about some of those events, I've been seeing that we've been having some progress with Lincoln Beach. Can you give us an update on Lincoln Beach and what's going on with Lincoln Beach? Are we gonna be able to take the kiddos to the beach this summer? Like,
Not this summer, but soon come, brother.
all right, so
Soon
so
come.
so what's the progress? What's going on right now?
Well, I want to encourage everybody listening right now on April 16th at 6 p.m. Come to Joe Brown Park. There'll be a meeting giving updates on Lincoln Beach. That's been scheduled out. I invite everybody to come there to hear from the project manager. Have your questions, have your concerns that you think, bring to the table. Once the project manager presents, some of your questions might be answered, some of your concerns might be answered. But just come and show up that we want this for New Orleans, for the world.
And I do kind of want to put that out there. We've been talking about people showing up to these meetings lately. We've been talking about people showing up to these meetings. We're putting this one out there. So a lot of people say, well, we don't be knowing about the meetings. Well, we know about this one. We're going to put this one out there. Joe Brown Park. That's tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. It's at a time of the day when most people, you should be off work by then. You can hit up happy hour. You can make your way over there. Even if you only stay over there for 30 minutes or so, man. Even if you
come late.
Yeah, even if you come late, just come in, pop your head in, and make it happen. So yeah. Oh, there go my man G. What up, G in the building? We was waiting on you, man. We was trying to hold up, but we got it rolling. So I'll get both of y'all guys. Can step up there, man. I know y'all both could step in and jump on camera. I do my due diligence and talk to y'all at the same time, just to make sure we make the best of the time. So again, give that information for Lincoln Beach meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be April 16th, 6 p.m. at Joe Brown Park. Wonderful, Joe Brown Park. Come through, come early, park, get in, and come just hit up just from the project manager. Like I said, good things are going on, Don. It's still moving, and I'm thankful for that. With everything going on in the city, I'm still thankful the project is still on the table. It has dedicated funding, not depending upon the city budget and all the crises that's going on. That's why we made sure the funds was raised outside of anything else going on in the city, and the community is still at the table. So, like we say, this started off as beautifying a neglected space. For me, this talked about environmental justice that we're talking about today, because it's not just a beach. It's more than a beach. It's the fact that you have an environment that's blighted, that's full of it was full of water, standing water. I mean, even they even had asbestos on there from old buildings that need to be removed, and it was neglected. So we talk about our environment, our environmental injustices. Lincoln Beach is not just a beach, but it was environmental injustice that we had because all those pools of water sprayed mosquitoes on our community. So Lincoln Beach not just a beach, but we had environmental justice, just like we're doing now, coming up with our Earth Day on Dwyer with culture cleanliness and help to go partner with many other partners. It's also environmental justice we're doing, but we're connecting it from not only New Orleans, but we got to make sure we connect from New Orleans all the way down to Plaquemines Parish because we all are in fact impacted by environment. Like the pollution don't stop at a borderline.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up about Plaquemines Parish and some of those outer lying parishes. I talked about this the other day, and both of you guys could jump in on this. I know my man Greg is in the building too, man, from EBS Culture. He in the building hanging out too. And look, why nobody ain't been talking about them oil spills that's been going on up the road a little bit, man? They don't have multiple oil spills up there. I haven't heard nothing about nobody holding the oil companies responsible. I haven't heard nobody give out no warnings about seafood. And every now and then, when I'm doing radio up in the bayou area, I hear some of the fishermen complaining about they had to stop fishing or either go out further because the crude oil is affecting the crop, I guess, or the fish.
You on it, Don? You on
Why nobody ain't talking about that, bro? I know that's y'all area, so
you talking about it.
You talking about it. You talking about it. It's a conversation in some of the coastal parishes. That's a Lafourche parish. That's a Lafourche parish situation, the most recent oil spill. And Plaquemines Parish, where you have sometimes leaking oil wells. But I think just the local media just doesn't cover it quite often because we don't have, oil wells or orphan wells or abandoned wells right here in New Orleans. But it's a conversation all over the state, particularly, as you mentioned, with shrimpers, oyster men, fishermen. These folks' livelihoods in the coastal parishes of Louisiana. Generations, they come from generations of fishermen. So yeah, it's just a conversation, but we have to work to diversify the news information right here locally. It's interesting because as we were promoting this event, obviously we're connecting New Orleans to Plaquemines Parish, and I actually got a call on yesterday. And someone who's looking to attend, they're like, "Well, Greg, are we going in the water? Like, are we getting on a boat and going travel?" Or I said, "No, it's a chartered bus tour, and then we're going to have a panel conversation inside of a venue." But it was funny to me because oftentimes when we from New Orleans, we don't really go to the coastal parishes and surrounding communities right outside of our city or right outside the levee wall. So this right here, the purpose of this is to raise awareness, to help bridge the gap. In Louisiana, our economies are disconnected, our governments are disconnected, transportation is disconnected. So this is an effort to bridge the gap and talk about issues that are affecting people in Louisiana down the road, and it's inevitable for the people in New Orleans. So we might as well get ahead of the game and bring the conversation down there and help raise the larger issue of who we're voting in the office, as always, and to be working together on the same page from the rural to the urban centers.
there go that word again, vote. Mama, there go that man again, vote. Nah, real quick, I know you joined us after we had already started, so I want to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and tell them about the event that we're here to talk about.
My name is Gregory N. Swarford. I'm the Chief Cleanliness Officer, co-founder of Culture Cleanliness, organizer at Healthy Gulf. From New Orleans, raised in New Orleans. A lead organizer on this upcoming Earth Day programming. It's something special that we're doing for New Orleans East, primarily because, New Orleans East is never at the top of the conversation when it comes to our local government. and even sometimes in our community, on a Saturday morning, we often leave the East to go to Metairie, Uptown, and different parts of the city to just go enjoy the morning, whether it be to go take a walk or go shopping or have breakfast. So the purpose of this is to, on this upcoming Saturday, you can roll out of bed in your own neighborhood and drive less than a mile or so and come celebrate the day right there in your hood. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have snowballs, crawfish. We're gonna have some vegan options out there. We're gonna be recognizing community leaders. We're gonna have some stipends to incentivize the youth for their leadership, rolling out the bed early on a Saturday morning.
That's what's up.
Got a couple of dollars for them. And I want to emphasize the importance of this. We're not picking up trash. We're raising awareness on what environmental injustices are in our community. So I think that's often misunderstood on what I do. I don't pick up trash. I'm an environmentalist. And so my job is to educate. My job is to help speak truth to power in a lot of the injustices that's happening in rural parishes in New Orleans and all throughout the United States. So that's what we're working to do. We ushering in a new generation of folks that are concerned about stewardship. And what better place to do it than New Orleans East? It's the most beautiful part of our city.
All right, definitely. And so this event is all about Earth Day, right?
Yeah, it's all about Earth Day. But as well, Don, it's about environment too, because I've been covering sewage discharge along the
I know I've been
Canal,
seeing
right?
that.
The issue is that without me having a lived experience, living along the area, and having that subject matter expertise in our environment, this will go unnoticed to the unknown eye, right? Because I see these things. It's not just water spitting out; it's sewage, raw sewage coming out people's bathrooms and businesses, right? And so I noticed that, and since December last year, I've been documenting this, and I've been trying to get everyone on board, but it's been difficult since December. I finally got Sewage and Water Board on board, even the Public Works Committee. They're really, really grilling Sewage and Water Board on what really matters. Like Matthew Willett, turn your volume down.
You just mute yours. You use the phone for the camera. Hey, sir, can you we got Dizzle on the keys and what's the name at the door?
Now you got me doing the Jeffrey thing. I'm a big deal.
You see how my brother do me.
No, you can't.
I have to do this right.
Man, we producing live radio. Of course, you just start checking in. It's WHIV 1023 FM New Orleans. I'm yours truly, Don P. I got my main man Serve in the building. Sage is in the building. Also, man, I got Gregory in the building, and we got everybody up on camera now. And just mute. Yeah, there we go. And now we locked in, and we killed that echo. All right, man. Shouts out to all of my people tapped in too. I got a lot of people tapped in this morning. And what we're talking about is Earth Day. We're talking about some events that we have coming up as far as environmental cleanliness. And so this event is going to be taking place. Tell us the date, the time, and all that good stuff.
So we're gonna get it started early, just in good old culture, cleanliness fashion at 8 a.m. The whole purpose of that is to just roll up and take care of your responsibilities, man, before you go roll out and have fun. This French Quarter Fest weekend.
So that's this Saturday, right?
This Saturday too. We ain't
what's the meetup location?
We're gonna be at Digby Park at 6600 Virgilian Street, right off the wire. And at 8 a.m. is the beautification cleanup portion of the event. We have a lot of people already registered. At 10:30, the block party celebration will commence.
So they got a little block party afterwards.
We got the block party that's jumping off. We have all kind of like planter boxes. We're gonna be planting plants in the boxes for the kids.
Speaking of the planter boxes, I might need one of y'all to come help me, man. I'm trying to get my first urban garden project going at my house, man. I want to give me just a few tomatoes, a couple of jalapenos or something. Yeah. Well, I gotta have license for that. Not in my house.
Sunflowers. Sunflowers. You can get things in our history and our culture. We have had our elders been doing this for a long time. We're having plants in our living rooms. The ivies that stretched across the living rooms. Even these plants that detoxify your indoor air quality.
Mhm.
And that we talk about environment, you're on it. Your indoor air quality, we got to have air conditioned. What's wrong with our air that it has to be conditioned? So our elders used to condition our air for us with all these plants that take out natural toxins. So you own the environment right there. You own it, Don. So
Yeah, that I'm telling you, I've been thinking about stuff like this, man. Sir, you want to jump in with us?
Yeah, I want to say something first. Say it's number one, thank you. I always thank Reg because Lincoln Beach is very important to me, not just a historic value. That's where my mother and father met. So if there wasn't a Lincoln Beach, I wouldn't be. I don't know what they was doing now. I might have been, but man, never mind. But they did meet there, so it goes deeper for me, and then historically. But I always talk to Reg about it, and I'm gonna ask you this. I know the pools of water, and I do understand all that. But the dedication and the things you guys went through to make this happen, even before anybody in the council cared, anybody, the effort y'all put into it, what made you keep going back every night, every day, staying there, camping out? What made you, what I'm saying, just say, you know what, I got to do this, I got to see it through.
I want a better world for our people. I want a better world than what we grew up in.
Yeah.
I want a better world than what I saw was coming to us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what I wanted. I mean, I'm one of those people grew up on this block down the street in Lafitte Project. I went to Footage Wheatley. I went to McMahon. And I cut hair right off of behind Waffle House off Canal Street. So I was in the third ward, but I cut the third ward and the fourth ward. I cut the Cattle in Iberville. I cut Benville and Banks. I cut Gravier in all these streets.
My brother from the feet,
You understand
the
what I'm
Booth
saying?
Roads and all that.
So I was in the hood, I was in the street, but I saw everything happen to our people. And our people protected me and said, you got something, you special. You got to get out there and make sure you get out there. And what I'm doing, I'm giving back to those who poured into me.
I'm gonna ask you one more thing before I get to this young brother. When y'all gonna do a documentary, bro? Because me and Reg talk in depth. We basically talk every morning, except when I'm not on the radio station. Just talk about the community and different things. And he told me a lot, man, that y'all went through. You know what I'm saying? To even get to the point that everybody like this is a thing now, that Lincoln Beach and whatnot, and do I understand also the new project, man, is a new one, right?
Yeah.
Because the individual before, and I said, you ain't got to say it.
I said,
Yeah, they wasn't right, Don. They wasn't right. I'm gonna say it like they wasn't right.
Talk about the project manager before,
the individual before, right?
So they got a new project manager on the Lincoln Beach project.
And how do you feel about this person?
I mean, first of all, I'm proud she's black. She's a woman.
Kudos.
That's what I wanted him to say. That's what I know.
Kudos that she black. Yeah. Shout out to that.
And she's a woman, and she has experience. So I'm not just saying nothing like.
Oh, so she have experience in that particular area.
Right.
The last project manager probably didn't have as much experience.
Water board. She's in public relations.
Oh, hell no. We shouldn't be hiring nobody from sewage and water board for nothing.
I'm not saying that.
My bad. I did.
Because someone said.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
You don't want to go in to find sewage every morning.
I be meeting with them soon.
But I'm glad you said that, because
what it is dedication, because I could tell you those stories, like you say.
Yeah,
he
just kind of told me, but
like
you have to get it. But it should be,
because what people see is the tip, the iceberg that's on top of the water, and you get the pat on the back on top.
Yeah.
Great job, Sage. You're doing great, Sage. But you don't see everything under.
He told me some stuff that I got quiet on the phone.
What happened on that site? But what happened in my life?
Yeah.
Over and over again, like how you keep getting up, because God keep getting me up.
He told me, man. He told me. That's why even before you start speaking, because I'm so happy that you speak more on camera and you give transparency and you talk more about what's going on, because I know you were a quiet guy and you just did your work, and to see you now, when Reg told me, man, the stuff that not only he went through, especially you went through, which that's one day for y'all to one day talk about out
Man,
there.
but
It,
guns,
yeah,
rob, shooting that.
it's a
I
lot.
mean,
It's a lot.
And
One
all
day,
this stuff, bro.
n-
Real.
one day.
Yeah.
I, I
Yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
heard some of them
But
stories.
I'll just say this. I'm thankful for
Mhm.
venues like you all, Don. You say when it's getting documented right now
Yes, sir. Yes,
because
sir.
brothers like Don that's committed. How long you been doing this show for?
Oh, for a long
Longer
time.
than I've been doing Lincoln Beach.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot.
he had waves in his hair
So,
back then.
Yeah.
so you have been
Well, we've been there from the very beginning, from the first. Whenever they started talking about it, we was whatever y'all need to do, come through, come holler at me. I got you.
So I would say that
Before it was cool to talk about Lincoln Beach, we
Yeah.
was talking about it.
so why it may get documented some other venues, but it's venues like this that matter to me
Yeah.
now because tomorrow not promised.
Yeah, because I get excited by. So no, I want to catch not my young brother, right? I'm very, 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 very about our young people making education and intelligence cool. You know, yes, I'm from the rap world and they consider us cool,
Yeah.
but we don't always give the best, road and pat to our young people.
Yeah.
So to see that that's what you into, but what I want people to hear and know, did you go to college to learn the environmentalist? You know what I'm saying? And what college and what you took in college? Because I want young people to look at you and say, no, yeah, Mr. Cerbone or YB, y'all cool rappers and whatever.
Right.
No, this man right here, this is cool.
Well, first of all, I grew up in New Orleans too, so I adopted my coolness from No Limit, Cash
Yeah.
Money. So I mean, the bounce culture. So I'm homegrown. Uh, I took a unique path, man. I never grew up in the street, but my family was I had family members that
Yeah, yeah.
got down and got busy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so it was inevitable. But I went to private school, man. I'm a Catholic school kid, man.
What
I
school
went
you
to
to?
college. I went to St. Aug, graduated St. Aug.
Stop. Big 2600 for a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Class 87, Big
Oh, all right,
Purple,
all right,
Big
all right, all
Purple.
right.
So
For
you know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
That
sure.
Miss Carter home run.
Yeah,
But go ahead,
2010.
man. But when you went to college and
Yeah,
everything, yeah.
I went
I
to
had to do that. I had to do that. See what we do? Not call.
Look at
You know,
Look at Dizzle back there.
not call. Big
yeah,
Purple.
yeah. But I got love for car too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I graduated from Clark Atlanta University, man.
Oh man, there you go. That's your backyard there, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Nah,
Yeah, well, we
Well, y'all know that, yeah.
we been talk we talk about the A all the time.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But no, I want people to know this, man, because I want our young people to know, you know what I'm saying? Like we stand for education and where
That's
it can
right.
get you.
That's right.
I want them to understand where it could get you. And even though I played sports and got in music, but I'm stickler on the fact I want our young people to start seeing more images that look like them. You're young, you look like them to say, oh man, he went to college and this is what he took and this is what he's doing.
And that's
And
a,
I'm not downplaying music. I can never
no.
do that. But I want more. I want more of young men like you to say, yeah, I'm doing this project, but this is my education. This is
That's
my
right.
passion, and this is what I did.
And I didn't study any environmental science. I studied accounting. I have an accounting degree.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, I had an accounting degree. It was COVID that got me into environmental stewardship.
Okay.
I went outside the house in Gentilly and just noticed that the park was dirty and they had that pollute waste all over it, and I just went to picking up.
Wow.
And then 6 years later, this is my life.
Right.
Environmental
So,
stewardship.
and one of the things, because I'm looking at the clock, and I just want to also spotlight. We have the community cleanup that's going to be taking place
Yeah.
Saturday, right? So, and they got the block party, they got everything involved. It's going to be Earth Day. Bring your kids out early in the morning
That's right.
before you hit French Quarter Fest or whatever events that you're gonna hit. I think they got another festival going on too.
Man, we got
The-
the biggest party is to get on the bus and come travel with us down to Beers, Louisiana.
Yeah, go down to Bird. See, I know about them parts of the bayou. I be up that way.
Yeah.
But I also want to give you an opportunity to talk about other community efforts that you guys got going on at the time too, because y'all working on several community efforts. You want to let the public know about some of the other community efforts
So
you got going on?
Our organization is well. First of all, we this is so many, man. Our organization, Healthy Golf, is launching Earth Day on the Gulf. So we have events happening from Houston, Texas, all the way to Pensacola, Florida. So there's going to be a lot of things coming out of our organization. On my advocacy, we're launching our youth environmental stewardship program, which is for the youth in New Orleans East between the ages of 13 and 17. And it's just what I referenced earlier: waste education, like classroom education, and out in the community, picking up waste, but learning why we picking up waste. So that's another program. And then just supporting other efforts in the community. Supporting Youth Day NOLA, supporting some of the Lincoln Beach programming for Earth Day as well. Just wanting to tap in and support the community and just stay locked in, man. Stay involved, stay present.
Word. I love it. So one more time, tell us all about the event that's coming up, where the people need to be. Do we need to bring any gloves or?
No, you don't need to bring any gloves to sign up. Go to www.cultureofcleanliness.org and you can click on the link to register. Man, we got everything covered, man. We're gonna have tents, tables, gloves, trash grabbers, food, snowballs.
You said food.
Big back activity.
Man. Yeah. What's a vegan spot right here on Broad in Ursuline?
Oh, because I've been to it before.
Sweet,
I forgot the name. Sweet, yeah,
That's what we at with it.
Yeah, they're gonna be out. Oh man, hold on, wait, let me get the name right.
Yeah, get it because I've been there. What's the name? You said sweet something.
It is sweet something, but I can't. Sweet soul.
That's good. I know it's good.
Sweet soul vegan.
We got that locked and loaded. We got the cast neck crawfish locked and loaded. We got snowballs from.
Ain't nobody gonna have gumbo with hot dogs in it, huh?
I wish.
Okay. As long as you got no hot dogs in the gumbo, we good.
Well,
they do that in 337.
We want to do something nice for the community, man.
Yeah.
We always relegated to like getting the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to really make sure that we was rolling it out.
And I think it's great to show that because Don talks about that, about our young people not being open to different things, different situations. So I think that's great.
And we got a lot of people. This event is for the community, but another thing of mine is like just really making sure that a lot of people who have resources and information are coming to this event and being in community and understanding that we coming into people in New Orleans East neighborhood and that we're there to embrace and celebrate. So it's going to be like it's not going to be a homogenous event with all New Orleans East locals, but it's going to be an event where there can be some mutual benefit from exposure.
It's how the village gets stronger, man. It's how the village.
Shouts out to Harris Robinson. He said Digby Park. He said that's his park.
He enjoying that park. I traveled down there and played basketball here and there, but Harris Robinson wasn't in the park. See, right now he on my bad. He ain't on the best friends list. Not right now.
I played at Milton. I grew up playing.
Well, Milton, it was tough around there too. We used to travel.
Oh, and then look, Dizzle on the keys is in the building. What up, Dizzle? What up with it, bro? You could come in the studio with us, man. You ain't got to be high.
It's okay to be around me, Dizzle. I know I'm a rub off greatness. I Dizzle on the keys. Dizzle on the keys.
Oh, and now one of the things I do want to make clear is, so the bus ride to Burris, is that like two separate things, or is that the same day? Oh, so it's the same event. So the first part is the cleanup, then you got the block party,
right,
and then you got the bus ride.
1:30 p.m. on the dot, we're gonna start loading on to the bus. The charter bus will be waiting on us. We're gonna load up on the charter bus and we're gonna head down the road. And we're gonna have a toxic tour along the way. So we're gonna be learning about all of the climate injustices and the environmental landscape.
They got a bunch of them on the way. Y'all going up 90, right?
No,
down 90.
Down 90.
Yeah, y'all go down 90. They got so many environmental injustices. You got a little map with them labeled, because I drive through there often. I feel like,
but we got so many. We gotta focus on specific ones, right?
And if an alligator come across the road, hit him.
The craziest thing, because by me doing the radio out that way, like sometimes they would have events out there, and my son, he old enough to ride now, so he'd be like, yo, I want to ride, so I'd be bringing him. Yeah. And I remember when we used to pass like some of the plants, right? Like some of those plants that they got out there, and when you pass the plant, it got that smell. And my son, I was trying to explain to my son. He was like, "Daddy, why it smell like that?" And I was like, "Yo, the waste from the plant is what create that smell." And I thought it was so dope that he was able to kind of get the comprehension of like, so that's bad for the environment, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, that's bad for the environment. But then he asked me a question and I had to give him a real answer. He was like, well, if it's bad for the environment, why they do it?
That's right. Yeah.
He's 7. If it's bad for the environment, why they do it? Well, if it make that kind of smell, why they do it? How them people houses right there? These are the questions my 7-year-old is asking me.
And brother, these are the questions we trying to answer as adults. Same thing. You know, it's tearing up it's ruining the health of people living in these parishes. We and in New Orleans are impacted by it too with this stuff way down the road, and it's impacting the.
And we say way down the road, and I'll be quite honest with you. We talking less than 30 minutes in some scenarios.
That's right. That's right.
In some scenarios, way down the road is less than 30 minutes.
But it's getting discharged into the Mississippi River too.
That's coming right here.
So you're drinking it when you turn on your faucet when you're taking a bath that night. You got benzene.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Sir,
I got.
He said, "Hold up."
I'm uppity. I got the little filters on there. But, oh man, man, man.
That's what we do.
You gotta have a filter on there. You live in New Orleans, you gotta have a filter on your water for real.
Cause I got soft skin, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't be messing.
Let me find out you break out.
I use cocoa butter lotion and stuff. Hey, because say no, we clean, we take care of ourselves.
When you wash your clothes, do you use the sensitive washing detergent?
Yes, I do.
I do too. I ain't gonna.
Yes, I do.
I really do.
Now, because Dizzle, after what happened with Diddy, he don't use the baby oil that he used to use. So I got him. I'm gonna welcome you. I got you when you come. But no, that's great information.
Lord, pause.
Pause. I ain't gonna let him go.
I thought we was gonna make it through the day without a pause moment.
No, we're not. We try.
We had 5 minutes left, sir.
We can do it.
We had 5 minutes.
Dizzle did it.
You almost made it.
I say Dizzle on the keys. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop something, man. Sir, you referenced the thing about being an example, man. When I got up out of here, man, I had opportunities to go live in Dallas, keep living in Atlanta, other cities where that's moving a lot faster, man. And I love my city so much. I have friends who, obviously went to other cities and stuff, but man, it's something special what we have in New Orleans and St. Aug, man. I gotta give a shout out to the Aug, man, because the moral responsibility that I got from there, understanding that, man, we might have had it just a little bit better than other kids in the city. You know what I'm saying? Even just from an exposure,
education,
exposure. So when you have a resource like the Aug right here in our community and it's creating products like that, I love this term, reinvesting.
Mm-hmm.
We got to reinvest in our community with our human resources. So reinvesting our own treasures and talents back into the community. And not for no pat on the back, but just because it's just what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just because I enjoy being around my folks. I love being in my city. And in a time where if you can afford to live in your city and do righteous work that don't make you a sleazeball, come on, man. It's like kind of the best.
I remember we used to, it was so crazy to see you with the environmental side, because we used to be doing production at the conventions, and he was telling me like, yo, I'm about to cop a couple more houses. That's what me and him, when we was talking about that, like, remember that?
Yeah, but
we used to be talking about, like, we was talking about getting into real estate and all that. And then I seen him pop out, and he was like, man, then I seen the organization. I said, oh, he's serious. He's serious about it. I seen him cleaning the park. The next thing after that, he was going to environmental conferences. I said, man, he went all in on the.
I want to say this before we close out.
Yeah, for sure.
I want you, please, and I'm not saying you're doing it, but I want you to understand, your importance to the point. I want you to downplay who you are and what you're doing, because me and Don always talk about our Black kids need to see a different way whether it's going to art museums or seeing your accountant, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Seeing that those images and what you're doing is huge, is bigger. You might know, because of the environment side, but because of somebody like me and Don, the things we've seen and what we've been and what we understand, where it seemed like our kids are limited to just, and it might sound crazy coming from me, but anybody know me, I've always been like this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Athletes and rappers, like, some of us try, some of us fail. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it lies and dies with our kids. You know what I'm saying? But when we could turn around, and that's why I've always took pride and said, oh, my guy right here is a real estate agent. My guy right here, like Wardell Bourgeois, we went to St. Louis,
Yeah.
and he's opening his Smoothie King. And right
Yeah,
now
that's
he's
right.
going through what he's going through, another smooth. And I like introducing him. You know what I'm saying? Like even with Don, I like introducing, letting kids know this is Don P. Not, he don't rap. You know what I'm saying? He don't sing, but he's a media. He's becoming a media giant. And I
Album
want to
dropping
give him,
soon.
yeah, I want to give him,
Yeah.
yeah, ask Don P.
Let's go.
Ask Don P. And but the thing is, I will say it quick. I know we got to go, but that's why I want you. I'm not saying you're playing it down, but I don't want you. I want you to really, really, really stand tall with your chest in it because you're different. You know what I'm saying? You giving a different month for these young kids. Like I love his kid dating. So intelligent. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like I'll sit dating in the room. You feel what I'm saying? With someone like you, the education and the things you're doing. Even before I say, come sit next to Uncle Serve. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
He,
proud.
he seen
know?
day when we
Yeah.
went. He seen day we did the
Yeah.
with the bio. I'm about to mess up the name of the organization. When we went on,
Blacks in Marine Science.
yeah, Blacks in Marine
Yeah,
Science.
He
They
was astute. He was ready. He was locked in.
we took the riverboat ride. He watched the documentary.
I wouldn't have been on that boat. I can't swim, and I was in the Navy.
It's the riverboat,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
The Natchez,
man,
man. You don't been on that before,
Man, I told
man. You
something,
can't
bro.
you can't have
Let me tell
not
you something.
grown up in the city
I was in
and been
3
on the
feet where the
Natchez,
girls was
bro.
at. I was in 3 feet where the girls was at. I
This
wasn't
is
worried about all
this
that.
is a riverboat, bro. What
My
they
mama
call
took
a paddle boat?
My
What
mama
they call
took me on the riverboat, but I didn't go near the end of it. I don't like all that water, man.
we wasn't swimming in the Mississippi or nothing.
Things could happen. You never watched the Titanic? Things could happen. But I know we got to move on and got to go, man. But I'm proud of you, young man. And it just adds more that is Big Purple. It's 2600.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
Dizzle don't, Dizzle, you got right, huh?
I gotta take a
You
quick
Rumble royalty.
I gotta take a quick music break, but before I take this music break, again, tell them one more time. I just want to make sure we're getting the information out there. Digby Park,
New Orleans East Environmental Justice Block Party, Digby Park, Saturday, April 18th, beginning at 8 a.m. Block party start at 10:30 a.m. Bus tour starts at 1:30 p.m. Man.
all right, man. Make sure y'all check in with us. And y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna give y'all a few more minutes, man. Today we got the power hour and Dizzle in the building.
Trick them too. Keep saying about the party part.
Yeah, say the block party. You said
block party. And they all gonna show up.
The crawfish, the DJ,
who you got the DJ?
DJ Rabbit on the ones and twos.
Already.
Yeah, it's going platinum.
Shouts out to my dog Rabbit.
It's a environmental, and they got a DJ that's a rabbit.
We got you, man.
I know. I know Rabbit. That's my guy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, but think about this.
And rabbits are vegans too.
We got to make it accessible. It's a lot of environmental events, but they don't come in the form of a block party. This is for our community.
Exactly.
That's how we show up.
I be preaching this.
Yeah, we got to make things accessible.
You gotta make it cool
because they won't have potato salad with raisins in it. This is gonna be real.
Right.
You play with the small peas. No fruitcakes.
You have to make it cool. That's the biggest thing. I'm telling you, I could change our whole culture in 6 months if I had one or two major players just to commit to my ideology. And if we was to start making positive things in our community cool, like you see it happen, but it be in small spurts, like how they did it with the quarter zip.
Yeah.
As soon as they made it cool, all of the kids started, but we didn't follow up with it. All we had to do is keep following up with it. If we make, man, I remember back.
We wrote quarter zip, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
even when we talked about back in the day, you remember back in the day. I remember I'm a little older than some of y'all, but I remember like back in high school, college. the worst thing you could get labeled at. I told Sheriff this before. I told him this story before. I said back in the day, the worst thing in high school and college when I was growing up, you could be labeled as is a hater. If you got the label if you got the label of being a hater, back then we called it a player hater.
Mm-hmm.
If you look, if you got that label, you was ostracized. For real. Yeah, man, you was kicked out of the community. Ain't nobody letting you come and hang. You can't come to the kickback. You are not allowed, bro. Like, we need to get back to that. Now we celebrate the hater. Man, people get online and hate all. Yeah,
going to
people,
St. Aug, we used to have to fight because we went to St. Aug. Like,
you look,
like okay, purple, and you know when it comes when they see the other word, they see the other word behind the purple, and then you got
all we got to do is start making things that are good for our community. We gotta make it cool, and we need some of our people, like our rappers. No, I'm messing with Sir.
And we do the most. We the one. We do the most. We give the most. It's you know,
no, we gotta make it
people
cool.
like Dizzle that don't do anything.
No, you know what, Sir? You know what? The rappers and the entertainers. This the problem. See, we put too much emphasis on money. They do. They probably give the most money, but you know what's better than giving the money?
Okay, say time.
No, just showing them, just doing it, because you're using your influence.
But see, you got to look at it like
if I donate 500,000 to domestic violence and I slap my wife on live television, did the $500 make a difference?
Let me tell you something. Also, and I'll say this, we ain't gonna get into this, but I'll say this. It's like I just put in a new song. I said people looking for rap artists to come in to heal everything. You know what I'm saying? But we got our own mental problems that we deal with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We fighting the mental situation.
Well, the rapper need a mentor and a pastor too.
Our music is our therapy.
Everybody got to play their role.
If I didn't say some of the things I say on that song, I'd be putting pause on a lot of people.
I 100.
I get what you're saying, because you can't. Don't just give some money. And I always say this.
Well, just help me make it cool.
Yeah, and show. You know, make a difference. You know what I'm saying? But also we got to look at it too, to the point a lot of rap artists have lost their life in the communities where they're from. So a lot of times, like, I'm gonna throw this money and I'm not coming, I'm not being seen, I'm not being around it, which has to change.
I'm not here to judge. Yeah. I'm more so asking.
You're a rapper hater.
No,
it's cool now. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
I'm not here to judge. I am merely asking.
Yeah.
For assistance. I need you to help me.
I need everybody. I need
everybody.
I need accounts. I need lawyers. I need real estate agents coming in our community.
Help us make it cool. If we make the right thing cool.
But you know, bro, it's so many things in our community, and so few of us that want to take the charge and lead the charge, bro. It's a huge demand for change, and there's only so much supply of change makers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to be equipped with the skill and the resources and the understanding and the wisdom and the lived experience to be able to give something of value that a youngin'
but see, and like you said, and Don, we talked about this. I'm gonna say this real quick so we can move on. I always say, you know, when you got guys in my community, our people, I'm gonna say our people that have made it out, right? But then they sit around, because I go have cigars, man, and sit around. We talk. We go from being uppity talk to just talking about the hood and everything else. And I'm sitting back and say, y'all complaining about what's going on in there, and you a lawyer, you a doctor, you a this, you a that. Y'all not coming back in there. Y'all might write a check and send something, but y'all not coming back in there. Y'all complaining about how it is, but y'all not making your presence known. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all the way around, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, and I think that's where a lot got to change. He does pep rally with a purpose. And I witnessed it for the first time, bro. And I was so blown away with it. And I'm like, why is this man don't have pep rally with a purpose? I was confused, and I was there, and I'm entertainment. I'm like, man, how he do this? Why is it not in every school? Why is it not being brought to the community and whatever we're not? You feel what I'm saying? and it's like I don't get it. I think they fight us in every
I'm about to say
aspect.
something funny, but I
Go ahead, go ahead,
keep
go
it
ahead,
to
Sam.
myself.
Go ahead, say it. Because you know you know you won't be Dave Chappelle every
This,
week. But go ahead.
nah, this is I need to do better.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. They changed it to the Inspire Rally.
Oh, I mean, oh. Well, look. Well, you know what? I can say it. Look, see, hold on. Hey, Don. Let me tell y'all how good why we good at co-host. Because the things he won't say, I say it. Because I like doing stuff. I'm messing. Yeah, they stole his idea and they went through all the money to other people. That's not inspiring. That's not inspiring, man. Now in the motor words, who gonna pop me now?
Nah, I can
Look,
Anybody gonna
you
pop
know
me?
what? Two people could have the same idea at once.
Nah, man. That's political,
It can.
man.
No,
bro.
that's a possibility.
Yeah, I know, but you know, if you came up with it, man, and you laid it down for that, and you built the infrastructure for that, and the demand for that, but you know that happened. That happened all the time, bro.
It do,
You just gotta be like, all right, so y'all think my idea good, huh?
right? Yeah,
You gotta
I'm an
be cool
innovator.
about
You
it.
know, long as,
Now I'm gonna turn into one of the youngsters. You want to pull up on him?
nah.
All right, okay.
I'm
I'm
a-
inspired.
You know, I get used to being an innovator though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of my creative process.
You're a big deal, Don. You're a big deal.
Yeah,
I know I
yeah,
am.
you know, it's a part of the creative process. I'm sure everybody in this room. I think when I look in the people in this room with me right now, like all of us are innovators.
Thank you.
You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody here was first at doing something
why
or creating
Well, why
something
don't you do
that
this?
that got reduplicated. You feel what I'm saying? Without the benefit or the reward that came with it. And I think it. I never seen neither one of y'all stop doing it. Y'all just
Yeah.
created something else.
But I need you.
Kept grinding.
I
So
need
that's
you to
what it's
do.
about.
But I need you to do something for
What you
one
need me
moment.
to do?
That from the great poet from Long Beach, Kelvin Brodhaus, Snoop Doggy Dogg. I want to thank me. Go ahead on and thank yourself, man.
No.
Go ahead. It's all right. Every once in a while, you got
I
to
want to
thank me.
thank God.
No. We already we gave it. Hold up. We gave a big. Hold up. We gave a big homie love. We always get. See, I don't usually say God that much. I say the big homie, but you know, you always get a big. But it's all right. The great poet Snoop Doggy Dogg said, you know, great poet said, outside of gin and juice and everything else, I thank me. Thank yourself, man. Sometimes you did your diligence. It's okay.
It's not gonna do it at the level that you feel like you
Right.
because you giving your life to
Yeah, man.
So, I know I gotta do
I
it
watch you
Every now and then.
I watch you dealing with
you may
that.
not see me do it publicly and
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
outside, but I be at home, gotta get my
Yeah,
I definitely.
when nobody around it.
I definitely with nobody around. I'd probably be like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what? I say that all the time.
It is.
That's why I go place. I tell them I'm a big deal.
No, I tell you all. You know why? I tell you all the time. I say, you know why I'm so grateful, and that's one of the reasons I be so grateful when I wake up. Because when I start thinking back, I wake up in the morning, I put my 2 feet on the ground, and I start thinking about like, yo, I really
Came a
was,
long way.
man. I was blessed with the opportunity to live some people wildest dreams. Like that stuff. People dreamed about like, oh man, I want to be a star athlete. Like some people wake up every day and just that's all they wanted was to be like.
But what I told you yesterday,
did it on a whole nother level.
But what did I
That's
tell
a
you?
blessing. I'm so grateful.
That's a blessing.
I don't even know if I did the right stuff to even be doing that.
But what I told you yesterday when you was talking about going up to other levels, and you was like, sir, sometimes I feel gotta be selfish. Then what I said, I've been trying to make you see it. Be selfish sometimes. It's your time. It's your moment.
yeah.
And it's not in a bad way because you're a very humble person. See, every once in a while we try to live to a point where we hide the fact that, man, I'm good at what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to think I'm not humble. Every time you fall on your knees and you pray to God and you're in church every Sunday, like I know you are, you're giving God his homage and his respect. And that is given. So it's okay for you to turn around and say, you know what? I'm a big deal. I'm doing my thing and I want more and I'm gonna have to concentrate on me.
Then
I'm being real.
Then they're gonna be saying I got a big
Man,
ego.
but hold on. Watch this. They go, let me tell you. Somebody once told me another great poet from the Callio Project, Master P. They say a lot. If they say was an extra day, we all will live a million years. So let them say, because if they don't say it, you ain't doing nothing. So if they do say it, you're doing something.
So you the therapist today?
Yeah, I go by the great poets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm usually counseling you, but you dropping it on me today. I take that.
Yeah, because
I receive.
Because right now, as of this moment, until I get home, I got it all together. Until I get home to that dog, that got more respect.
As of right now, I got it together.
Yeah, there it is.
At least for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me play this song, man, before we get ready to close things out, man. This one is a new one from Lyrical Bell. It's called I'm in Love. Dizzle, you produced this?
Me and Diesel produced.
Yeah, okay. You're a Diesel?
Hold up.
All
I'm
right.
taking no credit.
You put the pen on it, though. Okay. I know you had something to do with it. I'm going to turn it up so y'all can hear this.
Say Suge Knight, bro.
Y'all check it out. Check it out.
Drink the wine and tell my girls to come through. Treat myself to lunch and catch me a movie. Might go dance in the rain with no umbrella. Get that. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna hold back. Bring the confidence in me. 'Cause I love beautiful. Head down to my feet. See what I need. Love energy. Ain't worried about the hater, that ain't nothing but the devil. Getting in my bag, only goodbye. Head down to my feet. See what I need. Love energy. What I need. Bring my head down to my feet. See what I need. Love energy. What I need.
WHIV 1023 FM New Orleans. Man, I'm in love with me. Lyrical Bell, man. Another one. Another debut right here on the Morning Brew. I like that one right
You
there.
gotta say it right. By Lyrical Bell. You see the voice?
Oh, you gotta use the DJ Tony
Yeah, the
Soul
Tony
voice.
Soul. Yeah.
Shouts out to my boy Tony Soul. I might have to go see my man today, man.
Oh Lord. have mercy.
Ask him what's up with that music this morning. Tony Soul
Had me,
slipping
had
on
me
it.
feeling like I was on Telemundo at a game show.
I was about to salsa in that
Yeah.
thing. DJ 504, salute the DJs checking in, man. Shaq, what up, Shaq? Man, I can't. Shaq, when ain't we bringing salute the DJs back, man?
I'm about to be messy. Yeah, we're bringing the DJ. I got to talk to him. It's time. We going back to breaking records, DJs.
Man, DJs still out there breaking records. I
Mhm.
just broke one right there. I just popped one. Pause.
Now, see, I have never did a pause. Oh, see, now that's you.
Yeah. She said we have a dope R&B track we would like to sing to you. I got you. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. I
We
know.
want records broken again, DJs. I love y'all though.
Shout out to DJ Lil E-Man. Catch him on Tuesday at Vogue. And also, y'all be on the lookout. Oh, E, we got the clearance for that Thursday ladies night, boy. We got the clearance. Yeah, I'll make the announcement right now. I do that sometime. It's coming. It's coming. Just be on the lookout. We gotta put the little finishing touches on there. But
y'all gonna have a midget night.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know when we having that.
Sure, people get love, need love too.
Everybody's invited to my events.
Okay,
I
oh,
do
yeah.
not-
I'm just letting you know.
I don't do.
Y'all got short stools.
I don't discriminate.
Okay,
You feel what I'm saying? Salute the DJs. I respect this show. Love the support
I
and
love the
consistency.
DJs, man. I love
Thank
the DJs,
Make
producers.
the world go round.
DJs and producers, people seem to forget, and radio personnel seem to forget how important they have been to the rap industry. You know what I'm saying? They forget. Before all this and social media, the DJ in the club, the DJ was the first one to actually cared about you. That really, that broke records that made you who you are as artists. They forgot about the DJ.
I know. That's why I salute the DJs. It's so important.
Yeah.
That was one of those events, man. I ain't gonna even lie. It's just always good to be around guys that you can relate to that
DJs
break
used to have
records
the hot girls in the club too.
all over the country and all that good stuff.
DJs used to have the hot girls in the club. They used to like the DJ.
Look, E say he want to interview this week, man. Sure, what this week almost over. You might have to catch me next week, bro. Let me see.
I'll take a bell pepper plate. We'll do that, but get a bell pepper plate with the small peas.
Man, this man always giving me away for food. he
Hey,
he don't give himself away. He throw me in the mix too.
well, I'll do something strange for a bell pepper
He
here.
like, well, just make it 2 bell pepper plates.
There it is. There it is. All right.
Man, tripping.
There it is.
Hungry all the time.
Hey.
I brought you some donuts this morning.
And I enjoyed them, thoroughly enjoyed them.
They gone?
I think long as you wasn't no warm banana nut muffins. I told you no real men eat warm banana nut muffins. Don't you ever bring a man a warm banana nut muffins. I'm just saying.
But I do like some good banana bread.
Okay, you banana bread, okay.
I ain't gonna even lie. I love me a good slice of banana bread.
See, you talking about me. Look how you took it. You smiling while you said, see?
When people know what they doing.
Food is good for you.
All right, man, we gotta close this thing going out. Your final thoughts of the day. We'll get back to news topics tomorrow, y'all.
I'm just, in life right now, man, something Don has always spoke about, giving people grace and being kind. It won't hurt you. Sometimes it's a check on people. It won't hurt you to just be kind on sometimes. I don't care if it mean like, let that person get that parking space. I could go get another one. You know what I'm saying? That person might be having a bad day. So my thing is to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? We always want blessings, you know what I'm saying? But we got to bless first before we get blessings. And so that's
like
what
that.
I want y'all to really understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's my words of the day out to be, bless people so you could get the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Not always expect them and hope they come and you haven't blessed nobody.
Mystic. I mean, hey, come on over here. Shout yourself out. Tell everybody about yourself, your music. We got a few minutes. Yeah, you can turn it. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you know what? I could do you even a better one too. Look, watch this. Yeah.
Got the webcam going.
Yeah, you got the
Peace, y'all.
webcam.
Aisha Raquel. music artist before anything, but I'm tapping in with my boy Don P. And I forget your name.
I'm a big deal.
Mr. Servon.
There you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr.
I ain't listening
Servon,
to
a
this song no
big
more.
deal on the Morning Brew radio show.
he
And
only produced a
I'm
couple
excited to
platinum records.
Yeah,
And the number one album in the world, number 5, replace R. Kelly
look, look.
and Lauryn Hill. But go ahead.
Hey,
I'm
you give
messing
me
with you.
space to learn. I'm excited to be here and
I
build
want
with
you
my
there.
brothers. And yeah, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. We got the summer coming.
No,
We
you
gonna
gonna
keep
get
things
there.
hot.
Say it.
Yeah, it's here.
Say it.
We keeping
There
this
you go.
And
thing
tell
rolling.
people where they can follow you and check out your
Yeah,
music.
yeah. So my name is Aisha Raquel, AISHA RAQUEL. You can follow me on social medias everywhere. Look me up on YouTube. I got so much music out on so many different platforms. So, whatever your favorite platform is, just look me up and you'll see the good tunes for your soul. So
Why
yeah.
you? Why you?
Why me?
Yeah.
I'm just a breath of fresh air. Let me just say that. I'm a breath of fresh air.
And
Just
what's your why?
a different
And
flavor.
what is your why?
My why is
Yes.
that nowadays people need to know that the power lies within them. And you really don't need to look outside of yourself for approval. Know that the magic is within you. And my music and my art and my
There you go.
artistry highlights that. So
And
yeah.
add to this one thing, add to everything you said when I say your why.
Mhm.
Some see no will make not know you're gonna be great. Because
Uh-huh.
most will say, man, I won't make the money and this and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you to add to all that great stuff you said because your why is beautiful.
Mhm.
Want to be legacy, be
Legacy.
always remembered.
Look,
Your
that's the
words to
highlight.
always forever, to always want to be remembered.
Yes.
When you're doing your
yes.
music, it's to be
It's for
remembered
the
forever.
legacy, and it's
There
crazy.
it
I've been
is.
seeing that word everywhere.
There
So
it
you
is.
just confirmed that for
You
me.
know,
Yeah, it's for the
when
legacy.
you dead and gone, like the Ludacris in that movie, he said, when they dig all the pyramids up and everything, you're gonna see my tape.
Yes,
You
indeed.
feel what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep.
So keep it up.
So be a part of the legacy, and we here on the Morning Brew. Shout out to Don P and Mr. Servon. Let's get it.
All right, that's what's up, man. Shouts out to my girl, Asia Raquel.
And give a light shout out to Dizzle. He over there somewhere.
Dizzle over there hanging out, man, in the building. Yeah, go ahead, jump on there.
Yeah, he stand for the ball men.
Next level.
The ball men.
Next level band. Let me swing back around here.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? How you feeling, Don P?
Man, I am good. I'm good, man. Wednesday, winning Wednesday in full effect, man. So
Yes, sir.
had a lot of good energy in the studio. Remind me of the old days. We used to have a studio full of people every day. So I sometimes it feel good to have
Bob Marley
company.
would have came, but he didn't.
Always
He
have
is
fun
here.
full of people. I pulled in every morning. I try to pull up, man. I be trying to pull up, but what's up, sir? Man?
Just do it here, cause do it here, man.
I thought we was on the same team.
No, we
Man.
let me tell you something. Ball will not fall. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to stick together because we was in,
Yes,
and a
sir.
lot of these dudes that still got put the juices and berries in their hair. Look at my hair, over there. Their hair grew long, and I was said, "I'ma holler at you." And so we together. We still hot. We still a thing, ball head. So go ahead. What you got? What you got popping?
Man,
Tell
check
us
out,
what you
man. I
got
just want
popping.
to invite everybody, man. We have the single release party tonight at DBA tonight at 9:30.
Where's that at?
That's on Freshman Street, 618 Freshman Street. The show's gonna start about 9:30. We are celebrating Lyrical Bell's birthday and her single release. That's the lead singer of the band, doing some amazing things in the city. Shout out my brother Diesel for helping me produce the record. I'm gonna get her up here tomorrow so she can come do the full interview for you because I want her to do her interview for her song. But I just want y'all to check that out. Check that I'm in love with me out, and we celebrating tonight, man, at DBA.
That's what's up, man. Don't forget, catch us tonight. I'm at Biosocial. We got Kobe Yoki karaoke.
Kobe.
I got a couple complimentary VIP tables too, man. If anybody want to catch a VIP table,
What time we get started?
we start for doors open for 7. Show start for 8.
Do you get a free appetizer?
Yeah, come through.
Do you get a free appetizer?
And then I'm gonna pull up over by you afterwards. Yeah, as soon as I get done. When I get done, I'm pulling up by you on Frenchman. That's how we doing it.
Should I come outside?
You should.
I don't go nowhere.
Man, come on outside, bro. Don't quit acting like that.
I don't go outside.
Always trying to get your old man on. Come on outside, man.
Hey, man. Let me tell you
You
something.
need need a hall pass? You want me to call the wife?
That's the possibility. when you know what I'm saying.
That ain't a bad thing. I'm saying.
But you know,
I get all my homies out the house.
about 8 o'clock, you know, it's like my algorithm on my body, my bones change. You know what I'm saying?
If Serve not out the house by 7,
I ain't getting up.
it's over for you.
I ain't getting up.
Max should have warned me about this one.
Yeah. Now look.
Max should have warned me.
Now if you get him out the house before 7, he a ball of fun.
But
9:30 he shut it down.
Watch this. What time I gotta be in? He
gotta
really do this. He really. I'm the drunk guy. You got to get home early.
I gotta get him home for 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Man, the show just kicking off.
No,
I sing the song in the car.
10:30, 11 o'clock.
I'm gonna get better, man. I'm gonna start getting out, man. I think I just from traveling the world and partying all over the world at times, man. I don't know.
Now I will say these was weeknights, so you know weeknights I respect. You know, I respect. He got to get up early in the morning and all that. You know, so.
Don't say nothing because my wife find people and fight them.
Look, I figure
you ain't getting me beat.
I figure on the weekend he probably could stay out to 12.
I haven't tested waters yet. This might be summertime. You know, when you in high school, you get stay out a little late. It's a possibility.
He said he ain't tested waters yet. July 2nd? Oh yeah.
About 2-3 o'clock.
Well, y'all could tape the rest of it after I leave, and I can see it.
No, because I'm not putting you on stage till about 12.
Oh man,
you gotta bring wifey with you.
You gotta bring, yeah. Make sure y'all have a table. Make sure y'all straight.
You gotta bring wifey.
In the building. I got people that's gonna be in the building.
Yeah, man, Sugar don't allow me to come out like that. He don't even know what Sugar is.
Sugar is the Frenchie.
My dog. He look at me. If I try to go out about 10 o'clock out the door.
I'm gonna put the Frenchie in the section too.
Man,
he got a song out. Let him do that. Let him do it. Yeah, go look Fritz Sugar the Frenchie on Apple.
Sugar need a neenie, man.
Sugar need an old lady. That's what I'm about to get him. I'm about to get him a boot.
Oh, yeah. Looking now.
Because I'm tired of hearing my wife put her sweater on and he go to work with his eyes closed on her own. Man, you got to go, Sugar.
For sure.
Yeah. Pause. Doggy pause.
Yeah. Pause.
I got 2 at the crib. I got Simba and I got Midnight the old man.
What kind of dogs?
Man, you got pets?
You got a Cocker Spaniel?
Yeah.
Man, that was my first dog, man. Maurice. His name was Maurice. When I was a baby, Cocker Spaniel, my kid.
So the old man, he about 90 in dog years, and the other one like 2-3 years.
Trill's trying to swing that pistol, huh?
The old man don't want no problem, so we just let it be what it's gonna be, man.
Definitely.
Down met Sugar. Down walked in that door.
Yeah.
Sugar stepped to him.
Sugar ain't sweet, huh?
Sugar is not sweet.
For sure, man.
So announce it again. Where is that tonight? The address and everything.
Single release party at DBA on Frenchman Street, 618 Frenchman Street. Doors open up about 8 o'clock. We're gonna hit the stage about 9:30. We're gonna have a good time. We have a weekly residency that we play there every week, but this week is a little bit special. And next week, actually, we got a big show that next week too. We got Hot Boy Ronald and Hot Sizzle.
Not Hot Boy Ronald, my partner. That's my partner.
Hot Boy Ronald and Hot Sizzle.
Yeah, I'm bringing them out. You know,
it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of twerk it, drop it. Yeah,
a lot of it. You know, I try to bring the best shows to Frenchman Street. So you know what we do.
Already.
Do midgets get in half price? Midgets get in half price?
Nah, everybody spend a $10 ticket, man. It's cheap. $10. You can't.
I'm looking out for my show people.
We believe in equal opportunity.
Man, I ain't dealing with you. It look like the later the show get brought down, you gonna stop.
Saying, they got some people that's doing that same series, that Festival Frenchman series. It's just them, and they charge $25, $30. I feel like I'm undercutting myself. $10, come on through, come party.
$10, then you got some food.
Got some food.
You got some food there.
You can smell it in there.
Oh, there it is. I'll get a plate.
Yeah.
I'll be there then.
Your whole plate.
I'll be there. I eat and leave.
Broccoli. All right, man, I gotta go. Man, look, catch me on the road, man. Show coming to you near soon. Hey, I gotta get out of here, man. I'm gonna end it with this, man. I'm gonna run this one more time, man. I'm gonna go out on this. Hey, man, be good or be good at it, man. Remember, grace kindness, it goes a long way. Pray for the people out there that have any kind of mental health issues. Mental health is going rapid right now. And, you know, sometimes it be messed up. We be running into people and not really, they be having mental issues and all kind of crazy stuff going on. We get caught in the crossfire.
And,
so
and the scammers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They
Stuff is crazy out here.
it's bananas, bro, yo.
I met some people from New York yesterday.
It's bananas, yo. It's crazy, yo.
All right, man, I'm gonna let y'all check this out one more time, man, on my way out, man. It's that Lyrical Bell.
Drink the wine and tell my girls to come through. Treat myself to lunch and catch me a movie. Might go dance in the rain with no umbrella. Get that. I'm gonna push it. I'm a whole fight. Bring the confidence in me. 'Cause I love you.